A Trump-appointed judge delivered a stunning smackdown to Mike Lindell and his legal team consisting of Alan Dershowitz late last week. And to put the cherry on top, when the judge issued his ruling that did not go in any way towards Mike Lindell, he also cited the ruling from about 24 hours prior, where the 11th Circuit also smacked down Donald Trump himself. So not only did Lindell lose, going in front of a Trump-appointed judge, U.S. District Judge Eric Tostred, but Judge Tostred then quoted the 3-judge panel from the 11th Circuit that included 2 Trump-appointed judges and denied Lindell's motion to 1, get his phone back, and 2, appoint a special master to oversee the whole thing. So here is from the ruling. You got to forgive a little bit because there is some legalese in here, but I've tried to cut out most of that. So anyway, when the owner of seized property, the cell phone, seeks injunctive relief for the return of property while the case remains in the investigative stage, i.e. before criminal charges are brought, the district court must also balance the government's interest in retaining the property against the owner's right to get it back. So, before I continue, what the judge is basically saying is this. He's like, listen, I know you want your phone back, but at the same time, the federal government's using it as part of a criminal investigation. I have to determine, what's of more value. The criminal investigation or Mike Lindell making phone calls. I'm going to go with the DOJ on that one, the judge says. And he continues. It is a familiar rule that courts of equity do not ordinarily restrain criminal prosecutions. Prospective defendants cannot, by bringing ancillary equitable proceedings, circumvent federal criminal procedure. Now that one's probably a little more confusing for everybody, but let me put that in layman's terms. They got a criminal investigation going. They have their procedures in place. I'm not going to put a special master in place to kind of screw up what they're doing. That, by the way, is also one of the things that came up with the 11th Circuit, as did, I want my property back. And that was specifically where this Trump-appointed judge cited the 11th Circuit because Trump wants some of his stuff back, and those judges said, no, it's part of a criminal proceeding. What I love about this story is that, as I've said repeatedly, Alan Dershowitz, once a very respected legal mind in this country, was brought on by Mike Lindell, and Lindell thought, look at this, I got Dershowitz. I got the guy that got Epstein off, basically. I'm golden, right? No. Also, as I've repeatedly said, Dershowitz is no longer considered a highly respected legal being here in the United States. He's just not that good anymore, in my opinion, and I think this ruling proves it. Dershowitz had to have known going into this that wasn't going to happen, right? Not only were you not going to get Lindell's crap back, but the judge was definitely not going to go along with your stupid request for a special master. You're clearly just following in Trump's footsteps. So this judge decided to follow in the footsteps of the other Trump-appointed judges and tell you, that's essentially what happened. And I'm loving every second of this. Mike Lindell is, in fact, a target in this investigation. That much is clear from what's going on. The fact that they're looking at him for possible identity theft, taking the information of another person to access those computers, or taking that information, giving it to somebody else, maybe Tina Peters, to access those computers. Yeah, Lindell, you're going to have to do much better than Dershowitz on this case. You may want to get involved in some voodoo type stuff, see if you can resurrect Johnny Cochran, because I think he's about the only person that ever lived that would be able to get you out of the trouble you're in. Dershowitz ain't going to cut it. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.